Good day, folks. Today I'm going to talk to you about a new piece of gear or two that I have acquired. I've been recently looking for a kit lens replacement, and I wanted something that could do both photos and video very well. And I decided, after some research, to go with this combination right here. This here is the Sony LA EA4 adapter, and this here is the old Sony 16-50 f2.8 for the A mount. So with the LA EA4 adapter, I can now adapt A mount lenses to my E mount camera. Now, for those of you who know Sony gear, you might say, geez, there's the LA EA3 that doesn't have the translucent mirror, you get better low light performance, which is absolutely true, but the LA EA3 does not do continuous autofocus when shooting videos. You guys might also be saying, oh geez, why didn't you just get the E-mount 6 or 18-105 lens? It's an f4, and considering this thing has an f2.8 with the translucent mirror and the limitations of the A mount on video mode, the video quality is going to be the same, essentially. And, you know, that is also true. But I got this combination because despite the fact it has the translucent mirror, it's still going to do photos at f2.8, and with the translucent mirror that's f3.2, which is much better than I would ever get with the 18-105. And this thing is sharper than the standard kit lens that I also have, making this ideal as a hybrid lens. Some of you might also be asking, geez, the autofocus system on the LA EA4 is going to take away all the autofocus points on the A6300. Yeah, that is also true, but this is a dedicated autofocus phase detection module, and the phase detection on the A6300 is run via the software on the camera, which is already, I'd say, overworked considering the shooting environments. So if you have a dedicated module that's based on a DSLR system versus a software-based sensor system, I think I'd take the dedicated system over the software version. And besides, I'm not going to be using all those autofocus points anyway. I mean, with focus tracking, I can easily compensate. It's not going to be a big deal. I mostly got this as the best overall solution to photos and video. The 18-105, yes, is probably going to give better autofocus with the newer technology on the sensor, but dedicated autofocus on this versus, say, the kit lens, I think this is a little better. Now, the video, I'm not going to have as much reach as the 18-105. Photos, however, will be brighter and sharper. So the reason why I went against that lens and picked this one, or this combination, I do more photos now than I do video. So the f4 with the 18-105 is going to be quite cumbersome, and with this I think I can get a whole lot better shots, better quality, sharper images, better low light performance, and just would overall be a better shooting experience. And because this thing zooms at the turn of my hand and not using the motor on the 18-105, I'd say it's more controllable compared to the zoom by wire system. So I haven't really had a chance to use it much yet, but I can tell that the images are definitely sharper, especially when shooting with good lighting. It's much sharper than the kit lens. Compared to my 19mm Sigma. I think the Sigma is still a little sharper, but the Sigma is limited in being a prime. So if I still want to do astrophotography, I'd stick with that. But when it comes to a general all-purpose lens, I think this is the best option I have considering the budget I had. And as always, I buy my lenses or adapters or cameras used. And it was only slightly more than an 18-105. So I think I got an overall good deal for what I shoot. I mean, if I got the 18-105, I'm sure I can get by with it, but I would just simply have to bump the ISO up a lot more to compensate for the loss in light when shooting photos. And I am not a fan of high ISO. I like to shoot with the lowest ISO possible. Now, like I said, I haven't tested it much, but what I have done is test the autofocus on the LA EA4, and it is just blazing fast. Now, some people like to say, oh, it focuses so it finds what it has to focus on so quick on modern lenses. That's true, but this combination, I find, not only does it pick up what to focus on really quickly, but it focuses on, it zeroes in very quickly. And compared to some other modern lenses, for some reason, it doesn't zero in as quick, especially when doing video. It slowly pulls focus towards where it's supposed to focus. But with this, the focus is instantaneous. The focus pulling is instant. And I actually like that when doing video. I don't like the focus to slowly move. I'm not for that cinematic focus pulling or whatever it's called. I like it instant, and that's the style of focusing I want in my videos when I do vlogs or any event videography. So I think this is a big advantage for that. Aside from that, buying used always has its issues. I've noticed that, I'm not sure it's the lens's fault or the adapters, but there is just a little bit of give. It doesn't lock in perfectly, and I noticed that it actually disconnects the contacts with the lens to the adapter when I zoom all the way back out to 16mm really hard. So yeah, and then I gotta fiddle around with it just to get the contacts back and have control of the lens electronically. Another thing is buying used, you have to deal with lower quality or potentially damaged items. This lens, it was advertised with a slight scratch on the lens, and it appears much more than slight, but so far in my light testing, I have not noticed any degradation of the image or video quality. So if you were to go out and buy a lens and you see that a lens has a small little nick on it, don't freak out. It's not going to really affect your lens much at all, if any at all, because I have been struggling to find a situation in which that little scratch is actually going to affect the video quality or the image quality. Great lens overall for what you're getting compared to the kit lens. I think it's great. Now, could I have done better value with the 18-105? Yeah, possibly, but I shoot photos more, so I think this is going to be a better deal for me. So with that said, I guess I'll be doing some shoots with this in the near future, and stay tuned for that. If you like this video, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you guys next time. Okay, so I'm just handheld holding this thing on that little mini hand tripod at arm's length, zoomed all the way out at 16mm, which is about 24 in full frame equivalent. And this is current vlog setup with the 16-50 f2.8 with the LA EA4 and the external microphone I have on top of the lens. I don't know if it can pick up autofocus noise or not. It is on continuous autofocus, I believe, so it should be autofocusing. And I'm just simply not sure if there's noise. I'll definitely check it in post to see if there is autofocus noise being picked up. But at this arm's length, I don't hear anything, but the mic is right on top of the lens, so that might pick something up. I don't know for sure, but we'll see in post.